Oh my god, why did it have to be a Friday? It's freaking Thursday. Should have known there'd be an update and a new episode of Steam Locals and Profile. It's an LNER engine of all things, and I can't watch it today. Hey, you lot, I'm Brass Polish, and welcome to my Q&A celebrating a year of King Grover's Court. Just had a birthday a couple days ago. Got this shirt and a bunch of others. Played a game of Prance with my family and friends. We played by the drinking game rules. It's pretty fun. So it's been a year since I moved on from reviews and editorials and created kind of a lackadaisical but somewhat intricate, but not really, program called King Grover's Court. So some of you submitted questions for him and some of you submitted questions for me. So let's have a look. I got one question on DeviantArt and the rest are on YouTube. Okay, the DeviantArt question comes from Blue Oyster Cult 2018. How did you come up with the idea for King Grover's Court? Well, last May, I lost interest in doing reviews and editorials for My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. The show jumped the shark. I think I got one more editorial out. I think it was the one about the flighters and how unnecessary they were. And I think it was that one. I had two others in the works, but I found myself not wanting to work on them, even though one of them included Sunbutt the Clown. And that was originally where that joke was going to come from, and it ended up being first showing up in that comic I made. It seems like my enjoyment of reviewing, editorializing, and talking about the show stemmed from the fact that I had things to look forward to, and after Season 8 started, that was no longer the case. If you've seen that video on Dr. Wolf's channel where him and me and a bunch of other guys talk about episode 200, I say that that made me want to check the show out again. I can't do it. It's so fucking stupid. But I didn't want to quit doing MLP content on YouTube, so I sat around moping, thinking, what else can I do? I'm not very good at editing. It'll have to be a bit of a minimal video project. And in one of my weaker moments, I was thinking, should I do something gimmicky, attention whory, shippy? All of those are synonyms, by the way. I started thinking, what do I ship? I'm not actively a shipper. We got bugs in here. What ships can I get behind? And I thought Pinkie Pie and King Grover, Apple Bloom and Tender Taps, and Rarity and Flam. And then I just thought, King Grover is a statue. What if I just gave him a voice and did a sort of a Q&A style show? And that was it. I did initially think of having King Grover reciprocate the attraction for Pinkie Pie. But then I remembered that she broke his jaw, so I thought it'd be way funnier if he was conflicted. And of course, there's lots of people in the comments, mostly WolfX1120, who love playing that up. Thanks, you've given me a lot of material to work with. And if you're curious about how Spherical came about, well, AJ Pony asked if there were any problems with changelings in the past, and I just thought, what if the statue just transformed into an unreformed changeling? Just as a throwaway joke, but after I made the episode, I thought, why would an unreformed changeling be attracted to Griffinstone? It's mostly full of ill-mannered misers. Maybe Gabby and Gilda would be the best candidates, and I thought, wait a minute, no, that changeling senses King Grover's love for Pinkie Pie. So I went a little further. The design in the first place was basically an unreformed, what's that new one's name? Ocelot? Orifice? I don't remember, fucker. I originally thought of naming her Shellacker, after sort of black bugs, which secrete shellac, which is used as varnish or something. Then I got the idea that she was part water beetle, so I named her Spherical, after basically the orifice they use to breathe using fart bubbles. And now on to the YouTube questions. Oh, that fucking LNER B1's thumbnail is winking me in the face. Maybe I'll watch it before I go to bed. God damn it. Oh, I recently breached 300 subscribers as well. That's nice. Okay, YouTube questions. Here we go. We got Honeydrop the Unicorn, recent subscriber. What are your most and least favorite episodes through MLP seasons 1 to 8? Well, if I say my least favorite episodes are from season 8, we're going to be here all day. I stopped watching Where the Apple Lies partway through. I couldn't take it anymore, and I didn't bother with Honest Apple. I was intensely disappointed by Secrets and Pies. It started out so strong, except maybe that bit where they zoom in on the pie in the garbage can, but whatever. That would have been forgivable. The first two acts were both hilarious and clever. I'm convinced they probably were setting up for good things only in moderation moral. I think I did a whole editorial on this. And the third act, it was shit. I'm convinced this was like a bank episode. Maybe they started writing the episode or writing beats for it, and then they went away for a few days, and then they couldn't remember what they were going to do with the rest, so they just tacked on a bog standard dishonesty lesson. But holy shit, that episode came within a gnat's wing of being the best in the series, and they fucked it up completely. For a while, my favorite episode was Testing, 1, 2, 3. I found it quite relatable. A lot of people don't agree with my study method. Basically just do it all in the first few hours of the exam. Write down study sheets, look in the textbooks and everything, but it works extremely well for me. And it's not even a last-minute pressure thing. It's just I get it all done in one swoop, and then it's exam time. I did it all the time in college, and it worked really well for me. I never got below a B. At the moment, though, my favorite episode is Castle Sweet Castle. I was delighted that they touched upon the loss of the Golden Oak Library and created a fitting tribute to it, and set up how the castle would eventually feel like home once we got a little more used to it. Through the rest of season 5, though, it was mostly business. It was mostly map stuff. But season 6, though, gave us a lot of good episodes taking place inside the castle. We got Dungeon Discords, Heartswarming Tale, one of my favorites. There's another one I'm thinking of. There was some bits with Scaremaster. That was a good one. So yeah, the castle grew on me by the end of season 6. That was great. 2 questions I can't really answer. Who's your favorite Avenger, and have you seen My Hero Academia yet? I've never seen the Avengers, and I've never seen My Hero Academia. WolfX1120, this should be interesting. Have you seen Zootopia? No, I haven't. You name it, I probably haven't seen it. I don't really have much time to get into movies and shows deliberately. I'm not much of a movie guy to begin with. The last show I binge-watched was The Trapdoor, although it probably doesn't count. There's only 40 episodes, and each one's like 3.5 minutes long. And before that, it was the first 3 seasons of MLP. Before that, I couldn't tell you what. I don't really have time to be getting into shows deliberately. I had intended to try and get into Gravity Falls. I think I've got a... Oh god, I have a dusty DVD right here. Oh shit, my pop guard fell through my desk. What's next? Leaf Sanchez. Quite a few questions. Have you ever had a therapy session with Dr. Wolf? No, I've thought about it. Might have something to do with lack of respect for children's media. Maybe. What's your reaction to Scootaloo's parents? We win. If only could have happened before the show jumped the shark. I wasn't around when Twilight got her wings, but I had kind of imagined the general reaction to that would probably be the same if it was revealed Scootaloo wasn't an orphan. Sure enough, I've seen a couple. There was somebody, I'm gonna pretend this episode never existed, I hate the writers. Get cancer. Ever try Patreon? It's really not an option for me. When I look at people like Britt Allcroft and George Lucas, to my mind, trying to tell a good story and trying to make money don't meld. Ever give Lightning Bliss magic lessons? My character is a Pegasus. My wings are currently busted. I should probably buy new ones at BronyCon. Hopefully they have green this time. I had to spray mine green. I have a magic self-cleaning shovel, but that's simple. You just spin it around and it cleans. Do you like green eggs and ham? I like eggs and ham. I've never dyed it green. Or if you're talking about the story, yes, I do like it. I'm dreading the day it gets a cinematic adaptation. And I'm sure that day is coming. I don't really like to call attention to this, but about a week ago, TF2 Analysis Green Inferno Part 1 came out. If you pause when Firebrand holds up the 87-page single-space document and you read it, you can tell I wrote it. Do you watch Orville? No. Doughboy123X. How do you live with having an itchy beard? I don't shave it. I rarely get it trimmed. In the days when I did shave, in my high school years, I slept in a basement with a carpet. And there was a deep freeze in there. And I remember one night after I shaved, I woke up in the middle of the night. My chin was absolutely burning. And I ran to the deep freeze and pulled out a pint of ice cream and just held it to my chin for the rest of the night. That was the worst. That was easily the worst. DJ Silverwing. Ever thought of becoming a train conductor someday? No, the trains you get today are sterile and utilitarian and unimpressive. If we were in the 30s, that'd be different. Fuck the 60s. What would you rather be hurt from? Lightning Bliss's Rainbows or Firebrand's Party Howitzer? Well, if it's a party howitzer, there's probably a party going on, so even if I get hit by a party howitzer, I could probably have some Black Forest cake afterwards. Whereas if I get hit by a rainbow, what have I got to look forward to? Those things are fucking spicy. Stanislaw, I'm gonna pronounce this wrong, Kazmierzak. Are you from Poland? No, it's not Brass Polish, it's Brass Polish. I'm a Great Western fan, hence my name. And finally, AJ Pony asks, what's been your favorite pet of the series? I like Philomena's dark sense of humor. Although to my mind, only the mythological creatures and very close relatives of them should be able to talk in the show. I'm glad they didn't give Philomena a voice. It wouldn't... The impact of the climax of her prank wouldn't have had such big an impact if she and Fluttershy had been conversing all through the episode. Same with the cockatrice and the manticore. It's a blurred line, but I'm just so goddamn happy that Giraffe didn't say anything. I know there's a lot of purists. Our thoughts originally intended. Fucking purists. I hate them. Yeah, like J.K. Rowling originally intended the T in Voldemort to be silent. Not everything the original creator intended is a good idea. You gotta filter out the crap, just like with focus groups. People don't know how to do that. Sorry to end this on a pessimistic note. So, some optimism. Thanks very much for watching and submitting questions and giving me plenty of good material to work with. I don't think I'll be ending the series anytime soon, because, yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. It's pretty simple to make. It gets my imagination working. And I definitely have some interesting ideas for future episodes. Some I've implemented already, but I am waiting to be prompted by appropriate questions before things can unfold and the billion-piece jigsaw begins to fall into place. So until next time, I'm Brass Polish. Thanks for watching.